Hello and welcome to That's English.
Hello.
What's today's documentary about? Can you guess?
Well, yes. It's about music.
Yes, and today we're going to meet music technology teacher Toby Knowles.
Toby talks about how musicians make and promote their music and the way people make music with modern technology.
Yes, it's amazing. Young musicians can become famous all over the world because they can promote their music on the internet.
Yes, amazing. But Toby says that his students should make the best possible music.
Yes, of course.
Well, let's watch the documentary. While you watch, find out the answer to this question. What is the second piece of advice Toby gives young musicians?
That's right. ¿Cuál es el segundo consejo que Toby les da?
In Europe, the music industry is changing fast. Musicians can now become famous with music that they make and produce at home. Toby Knowles shows music students how to do this at Westminster College.
My job is teaching music technology. It's a job that I enjoy very much, and I feel that it's the future of music education. You have to have a good understanding of music technology now because so much of the music is recorded music rather than live music. So if you want people to hear your music, you probably have to record it. Okay, so if I were to put Tom York the right way around, how would I go about doing that? The music industry has changed a lot over the past few years. It's much easier now to promote yourself online through Facebook, MySpace, Bandcamp. I would suggest maybe...
What is the future for music technology?
Possibly it will become easier and easier to make music, whereas before people had to go to a recording studio and pay a lot of money for that. You can do a lot yourself using technology.
A producer used to be someone who produced other people's music. How has the producer's job changed?
Up until the 1980s, most producers worked for a record label full-time. Nowadays, a producer is a freelance musician. They often make their own music as well, rather than just making records for other people. I think there are three pieces of advice I would give to young musicians. Firstly, make sure you work on your music and you make it as good as it possibly can be. Secondly, you need to promote your music these days. You need to get online, you need to get to Facebook, Bandcamp. You need to make sure that people will hear your music. And then the third thing, I think, is to make sure that it's fun and it's enjoyable for you. And if you can find a good partner to make music with, it's priceless.
So, did you find the answer to the question? What is the second piece of advice Toby gives young musicians?
Let's watch again.
Secondly, you need to promote your music these days. You need to get online. You need to make sure that people will hear your music.
So, Toby's second piece of advice is you need to promote your music online to make sure that people hear your music.
And there was another very good piece of advice.
What was that?
Well, the idea that if you enjoy what you do, you'll be more successful.
That's right. And he also recommends working with a partner. I think that's very important.
Oh, me too. What's the most popular kind of music in Britain, Ashley?
I'm not sure. There are lots of popular kinds of music. I think it changes all the time. For example, in the UK, punk was very popular in the 70s. In the 80s, it was the New Romantics. In the 90s, it was...
Yeah, thank you, Ashley, for that short history of popular music. Well, let's see how our friends from different English-speaking countries answer this question. What's the most popular music in your country?
The most popular music in Scotland for people of my age is probably blues and jazz.
Anything from hard rock through to dance and drum and bass, those sort of things.
The most popular music would be the music from Bollywood.
The most popular music in Jamaica is reggae.
Country music is probably the most popular music in Canada.
New Zealanders are really fond of opera.
Well, that's interesting. They gave many different answers. So the Scottish man says blues and jazz are the most popular in Scotland.
Yes, and a lot of different kinds of music are popular in England. Dance, hard rock, drum and bass. I think some of these are especially popular with younger people.
Yes, it's true what the Scottish person says, that age is important.
Yes, that's right. The lady from New Zealand says opera is very popular in her country, but I can't believe that opera is the most popular music there.
No, me neither. But I remember now that there are some famous opera singers who come from New Zealand. Kirita Kanawa, for example.
Oh yes, you're right.
Music is also the topic of today's episode of The Street.
Yes. Jade is waiting at the bus stop and she's listening to some hip-hop music on her iPod when Bob comes along. He's going to a guitar lesson. So let's watch The Street, and while you watch, find out the answer to this question. What instrument did Bob play before the guitar?
Hi there. How are you doing? Remember me? My name is Jade, and I'm a girl who loves hip-hop. I'm listening to some great hip-hop music at the moment. Do you want to listen to my iPod?
Hi, Jade. How are you doing?
Fine. You okay?
Fine, thanks. Is there a bus coming?
No. The bus that goes into town came 2 minutes ago, but I didn't hear it. There's another one in 5 minutes.
Listening to good music?
Yes. Hip-hop. Listen. Great, eh?
Yes. Great. I prefer heavy metal. Thanks.
Where are you going? To a concert?
Oh, no. To a lesson.
Are you learning to play the electric guitar?
Yes.
The last time I saw you, you were learning the saxophone.
Yes, that's right. I had some saxophone lessons, but then I thought, I really want to play the guitar. I prefer the guitar to the saxophone.
Better for heavy metal, eh?
Yes.
How many guitar lessons have you had?
Oh, 3 or 4.
Can you play for me?
Come
on, please.
On the guitar?
Yes.
No, I can't.
Why not?
You need to plug it in. It's an electric guitar.
Oh, right.
And anyway, the bus is coming.
Okay, Bob, but the next time we meet, I want to see you with your electric guitar. I don't want to see you with a different instrument, okay?
Okay.
Did you find the answer to our question?
Yes? Let's watch again.
The last time I saw you, you were learning the saxophone.
Yes, that's right.
He played the saxophone before the guitar, but now he prefers the guitar to the saxophone.
I get the impression that Jade doesn't think Bob is serious about learning to play an instrument.
Yes, I think you're right. I think he's the type of person who likes one thing one week and then prefers another thing the next week.
Are you good at crosswords?
Yes, I'm not bad. What about you?
I prefer listening to good music. Are you good at crosswords? Anyway, that's what Ben is doing today. He's doing a crossword and he's reading the clues out loud. Está leyendo las pistas en voz alta.
And Beth is trying to read her book quietly.
Well, let's see if you can guess the words in Ben's crossword.
And while you watch, find out the answer to this question. What is the answer to 10 down?
Yes, here's a clue to help you. The word has 6 letters.
The musical instrument that Ringo Starr played. That Ringo Starr played? Let's see. I know! Drums! Ringo was the drummer with the Beatles. Yes. That's it. 5 across. A person who writes music. 8 letters. It begins with a C. A person who writes music and 8 letters?
Composer.
Ah, yes. Thank you, Beth. Composer. Yes, that fits. I'm doing a crossword on music.
Yes, I can see.
12 down. The music that goes with a film. 10 letters. The first letter is S and the 9th letter is C.
Soundtrack.
Oh, yes, of course. Well done. S-O-U-N.
Let me.
D.
7 across. The things that you use to listen to music so that only you can hear. 10 letters. Headphones. 10 down. The words that the songwriter writes. Lyrics. This is really good, Ben. We're doing well. 9 down. The type of music that you hear at a concert. Live. Live music. 6 down.
Yes, it's very annoying when a person finishes your crossword for you.
But Ben was very slow at finding the answers. Well, what is the answer to 10 down?
Let's watch again.
10 down. The words that the songwriter writes. Lyrics.
So the answer is lyrics.
Yes, and it was funny at the end. Ben is reading Beth's book and Beth is doing Ben's crossword.
Yes. Well, that's all for today. Goodbye and see you in the next programme of That's English.
Yes, see you.
Bye.
Bye.